Sponsored by Zostrix Sports. Don't play hurt. Zostrix Sports outperforms pain. Pure performance. Zostrix Sports. New from Zostrix. The topical pain reliever doctors prescribe most. The purest capsaicin you can get. Zostrix Sports. Relieves joint pains, muscle aches. Don't play hurt. Zostrix Sports outperforms pain.
This is one tough school.
Were you really prepared to chain yourself to my podium?
But Rhea Perlman's one tough cookie. Pearl, CBS Wednesdays this fall.
It's tempting to believe that things used to be better than they are today. Television was funnier, neighbors were friendlier, and nothing compared to homemade ice cream. At Homemade Brand, we make it with the same good stuff you would. Fresh cream, real vanilla, and great big chunks of cookies, fruit, and nuts for more of that rich ice cream flavor. Because as you already know, nothing tastes better than homemade.
This 32 for You PGA Leaderboard update is sponsored in part by Great Financial Bank, General Electric, your local Ford dealers, and PNC Bank.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Fred Cowgill. 32 for You is your exclusive station for the PGA Championship. Here's a look at the leaderboard from Valhalla Golf Club. That's 32 for You.
Due to the following special presentation, regular programming will not be seen at this time. Live from Valhalla, 32 for You presents the 19th hole.
Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the 19th hole. I'm Fred Cowgill.
And I'm Dave Reynolds. Boy, oh boy, what a thrilling finish, huh?
No doubt, the story of the 1996 PGA Championship, the 78th PGA Championship, is the Babbling Brooks.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Brooks was unbelievable. I mean, this guy was clutch. He was low-key all the way through and paid off for him.
And Kenny was very good, but not quite good enough. Let's take a look at the winning highlight. It just happened a few moments ago here at Valhalla at 18 in sudden death. Mark Brooks for the win. The second straight birdie on the hole. He birdied the hole to get into a playoff with Kenny Perry for the championship. Mark Brooks is the winner of the 78th PGA Championship. Now, how exactly did this thing happen? Kenny Perry played his brains out today.
It's unbelievable. He came from out of nowhere. We thought it was going to be Russ Cochran's day. Perry was at -70. He was one of the guys that you thought, well, he can make a move, and then all of a sudden on the back, the guy was burning it up.
No question about that. Perry started the day at -7. He was 4 shots off the lead that Russ Cochran held, and watch what Kenny Perry did. We'll go to the videotape and pick it up at the 11th hole. A chip that looked like a putt, and man, did he like what he saw. -10, stalking the leaders. It's much better to be the hunter than to be the hunted. To 13. Another putt for birdie. And guess what? Another birdie. -11. Kenny still had a lot of life left. He'd been frustrated after second and third rounds in the 70s after opening with a 66. The putt at 14. Birdie, -12, a share of the lead, and a lead by himself after a Brooks bogey. He went to 18 with a 2-shot lead. A par would have really been great. It would have given him almost a guarantee of a win, but he was in the heavy rough. And his approach at 18, get their ball, but it did not. It did not get there. Eventually, Kenny gets to the green and taps in for bogey at 18, -11 after a 68, losing a shot at 18 that would eventually cost him big time, eventually putting him in a playoff, and eventually, well, we know what happened. He lost.
I find it kind of ironic that Perry was playing the 18th hole with Greg Norman, a guy who has been there so many times, a guy we've seen spray shots into the crowd on 18 time and time again to lose majors. Kenny comes to 18, he had played well all day long, he scrambled on the backside, saved par a couple of times. They hit really his first bad tee shot of the day right there, and really never could recover from that.
I know. Let's look at the contenders, the guys that actually made it happen, and what a great building of drama to the very, very end.
That's right. Let's take a look right now. Starting off with Mark Brooks. There you go. Watch the birdie on number 7. That got him to -11, I believe. He began the day at 9 under par. Then it's Brooks once again. You can see how close he was hitting it all day long. I mean, these things 4, 5, 6 feet. Bam, there we go again. He's at -12 and in control, taking the lead at that point. As for Vijay Singh, the hardest working man on the tour, obviously practices bunker shots right here. He began the day at 9 under par. Nice shot on the bunker at 10. That one set up a birdie to give him the lead at 12 under. Then coming to the tough par 3, 11th. Brooks, the tee shot, not good. Finds the bunker. That was a bogey. Dropped him out of the lead. He fell to 11 under par. How about the leader in the clubhouse at one point in time? It was this man right here, Tommy Tolles. He's already won once on the tour, thanks to that short birdie right there on 18. He was the leader after a 67. Nice round by Tolles. Then the defending champion, Steve Elkington. He was hanging around, had a couple of 67s in this tournament, the first round and the third round. The birdie putt on 14 goes, and he's in the thick of things once again at -9, Fred. The rest of the world was at 9 and 10, it seemed like. Elkington then taking advantage on the very next hole. This guy knocked it stiff once again, curls it in, gets the side door. Thank you very much. There we go. We're at -10 after that point. Singh needed the bird on 18. See where he's at right there.
Oh, boy.
Look out. It's Airmail City. That one was pretty much death for BJ. He finished even par 72. Then we go. Elkington, -10. Needs a bird to force a playoff. Once again, can he do it? No, that one slides by as well. He finished a shot out of this one. And then it came down to guess who at 18. It was Mark Brooks. Clutch putt, 5-footer. He makes it, playoff. He misses, he's out. Of course, he made it right there. That one forced the playoff, and eventually he went on to beat Kenny Perry on the first extra hole. And he is now the new 1996 PGA champ.
Let's show you that playoff very briefly. There were two key shots in that playoff. It was kind of painful if you're a Kentucky fan and a Kenny Perry fan. Perry, for the second straight time at 18, struggled in the rough. This was his approach, and this time went over the green. Kenny was wobbly. Brooks, meantime, seemed in total control. Both men had won playoffs before for wins, both their first career wins.
Right.
Brooks for birdie. And the 78th PGA Championship. Mark Brooks is the winner. His first major championship. He captures his third title of the 1996 season and the 7th of his 12-year PGA Tour career. He becomes the third straight first-time winner of a major championship this year, joining Steve Jones, the U.S. Open winner, and Tom Lehman, the British Open winner. Brooks finishes among the top 10 in his second straight major championship. He was tied for 5th at the British Open, tied for 16th at the U.S. Open, and missed the cut at the Masters. Now, a lot of guys, as you could see from the highlights you just showed us a few seconds ago, a lot of guys were throwing their best shots in there at the end. Elkington, I thought he was going to get there, go back-to-back championships in the Masters. Tolles, I mean, came up really late. I thought maybe he might sneak in there, but in the end, they weren't quite able to do it.
You know, once again, the PGA Championship is a place where guys win their first major. We've seen it time and time again. It's really strange that it winds up this way. And, of course, Mark Brooks makes this PGA Championship his first career win in a big tournament. Now, other guys, as we mentioned, had kind of closed, made some big moves today. So we've got some sound from them. Here's a look.
I'm not your aged veteran out here, and I don't know how to control my emotions day in and day out. I tend to get down on myself and more frustrated than I do excited. And to do as well as I did, when I was carrying the momentum today, I was very pleased.
Major championships are so hard to win. This has been a special year for me last year, winning this and come back and play so well here. I would have. I would have liked to have been in the playoff at least.
I hit a bad shot on 11, and I got a good break with my chip shot, and I missed the putt. And then I guess the tee shot on 12, I hit it just right and took a big bounce right, so that was dead there.
One of the most frustrating stories of the day, one of the most disappointing stories of the day was for Russ Cochran and his family. Cochran opened the day the leader at -11. Another hometown hero hoping to win the championship here in the first time that it's been in Louisville, the major championship of golf in some 40-odd years. Let's take a look and see what happened to Russ Cochran. He opened the day at 11 under par, had a 2-shot lead, but he had a rough approach at 5 in more ways than one. Turned out very badly, ended up with a bogey, dropped to -10. There was more. Go to the greenside bunker at 7. His 4th shot on the par 5. Life was a beach today for Russ Cochran. He leaves it in the bunker, double bogey, and down to -8. And maybe the shot that was the most heartbreaking of all, the approach at 9. Trying to bounce back, trying to dig in, trying to get a birdie in a hurry. Look what he does. But Cochran missed the putt, stayed at -8, finished at -6 after a 77 today. I think missing that putt took all the gas out of Russ.
Yeah, definitely, I think so. He would have gone to -9 then. He also missed a short one on 10 that could have got him right back in the thick of it. Wasn't meant to be.
On the 19th hole, stay with us. We have much more to come, including reaction from Fuzzy Zeller and Tom Watson about PGA Championship 78. Stay right here on 32 for You.
The 19th hole is sponsored in part by PNC, where performance counts. By GE Appliances and your friends at Appliance Park. By your local Kentucky and Indiana Ford dealers. Quality people, quality products. By Great Financial Bank. It's just that simple. And by TKR Cable. Sign up for TKR and the Disney Channel and get a free Lion King clock.
Our new Best Loan is so flexible, we'll beat any loan package in town. Or we'll give you a checking account free for 1 year. Call now. Great Financial Bank. It's that simple. Thinking about a loan any hour of the day or night? Call toll-free anytime and ask about our Best Loan. Call now, or late tonight, or before breakfast tomorrow. Great Financial Bank. It's that simple.
For generations, your Ford dealers have contributed to their local communities with pride, knowing full well loyalty is a two-way street. We spend our days satisfying the needs of our customers while delivering service that's second to none. But we know that when the workday is done and it's time to go home, it's our families and the communities in which we live that bring us back to center and remind us who is really number one.
If we can provide the fastest connection to the internet for updating the official PGA website, imagine what we can do for you.
This is my amazing GE Profile dishwasher. It's got this computerized brain, which makes it unbelievably smart.
Ah, there you are.
It knows how long to wash your dishes.
Ravioli again.
Because it analyzes how dirty the water is.
Child's play, really.
So it won't waste water, energy, or money while getting your dishes brilliantly clean.
All you need is a brain.
If you're so smart, how come you're doing the dishes?
I hate when she does that. The GE Profile dishwasher. It's got a mind of its own. What are you looking at?
Welcome back to the 19th hole where, well, it's complete. PGA Championship 78. It's been a marathon. It's been a lot of fun. There's still a lot of golf to talk about, though. I mean, there's one guy that we thought for sure way back when this week began was going to be the man. We talked about him so many times, but I tell you, by the end, I think that Mickelson had his fill of Valhalla. Let's go to the videotape and pick it up. He started the day really well. Remember, he opened with 2 67s and went in the tank yesterday with a 74, but today opened on the first hole with a great approach shot. Set up birdie. He went to -9. Mickelson said, I can play better from behind than on the lead. After a bogey, the putt at 5, he gets a birdie right there and back to -9 again. He was going to fight for this one. He was going to win this one. He had every intention of doing it. The approach at 7. The man has an incredible short game. His putting's improved, his chipping is unquestioned. Set up a birdie in -10. Then, the thing that worked for him all week long failed him. He was not a chip off the old block. What was that?
Man, oh man. That
the
looked like
miss
one of
hit,
us.
the bogey, -9, and Mickelson was out of the running for PGA Championship 78. Here's his reaction.
On the weekend, and I putted pretty poorly, and that was the depressing part of it, because I had a few opportunities to really pull away and give myself 3, 4, 5 shot lead at the time yesterday, and even today have a chance to move up on the board, and I just never did it, and it was really a frustrating 2 days.
It looked like you had your putting problems taken care of the first couple of days. Was it the same old bugaboo in the weekend?
Well, I did make a number of putts the first 2 days. I also missed a couple of short ones that kind of kept me wondering if it was all there. And the last couple of days, I just had trouble getting the ball on line. And on these greens, as spiked up and as bumpy as they are, you just couldn't afford to miss-hit anything.
I'll tell you what, Fred, one guy who we thought might make a move today, Greg Norman. The Shark really never got it going on.
Right, he hurt his back somewhere during the first 9 holes, and he was never the same after that. Little by little, he began slipping away.
As a matter of fact, that was the first question asked in the playoff about Norman's back. Here it is.
Did you injure it today, though? On the driving range I did this morning. I wasn't feeling really good. I had my trainer with me this week, and we couldn't get it back into position this morning. So I knew going to the range that I was going to have an awkward day, and that's the way it turned out to be.
Did it happen with one swing, Greg, or what?
No, it was a combination of a few things.
How did it feel coming up 18? Were you kind of off by yourself, or were you usually in the limelight?
Well, he deserved it. Kenny played great golf today. I just hope it all works out for him. It's going to be a good finish by the looks of the way things are turning out, and it'll be. He deserved it. You know, hometown guy. He carried him around. You could see the emotions were really with him, and I thought it was fantastic to see
Greg,
something
what kind of
like
treatment are you going to get?
Now, how about Tom Watson, the guy that made a move big time early?
My sentimental choice to win the whole thing, and man, he was lighting it up on the front side. We were over here hearing, I was like, who's that in the front 9? One of the great things about this course, the stadium course, you can hear a lot of things going on. It turned out to be Tom Watson.
Yeah, everyone's got a distinctive cheer. Watson has one, Nicklaus has one, and obviously Perry has one as well. So let's take a look at how the cheers started for Tom Watson today. And they began early. Here, let's go to the videotape. Take a look at Mr. Watson on the front side, beginning with number 10, actually on the backside. First hole, get to 9 under par. Boy, oh boy, he was really in the thick of things. He was 6 under on the day after that one, but then the wheels started coming off, and that dreaded corner, it's almost like a local amen corner around here now. The 12th, this one, not good. Left it short into the bunker. Give me a bogey, Tom. He also bogeyed 13. I sat there and watched him on the hill. He knocked it into the water, and Watson wound up the day -7 after a 68. Right?
I was 5 under after the first 9. I birdied 10 and made a real good par-saving putt at 11. Then I got on the bogey train. I bogeyed 12 and 13, and hit the ball in the water. Made a good bogey at 13, and then really that took the wind out of my sails to really have a chance of winning the golf tournament right there because of those 2 bogeys there.
Is that a bad lie over there in the rough on 13?
It was a lie that I could get the club on the ball, and I hit a pretty good shot. It slid to the right of me. I had the right distance on it. Just I went to a little bit too far to the right. Well, it's somewhat disappointing. Today I had it was a nice run today, and unfortunately I faded in the stretch today, and that's disappointing there. But at least I had a good run to start out with, and I'll take this to the next tournament, next few tournaments I play in, the International, the World Series of Golf. The disappointment of the PGA, I've had a few opportunities to win and haven't won it, but may have a few more.
All right, let's take a look at the leaderboard and see exactly how it finished. PGA Championship 78 is complete, and the winner is Mark Brooks in a playoff on the first hole of sudden death on the 18th hole here at Valhalla. Mark Brooks actually finished regulation with a birdie, came back and got a birdie against Kenny Perry in the playoff to beat him. Mark Brooks is the winner of PGA Championship 78, wins $430,000 for first place. Kenny Perry comes in second, losing in the sudden death playoff, also finishes -11. Coming in at a tie for third, Tommy Tolles, Steve Elkington, Justin Leonard coming in for a tie for fifth, along with Parnevik. We go on to the next page on the leaderboard and we show you. Gentlemen, there we go. Vijay Singh finishes -9 and a tie for fifth. Also, it was Nobilo at -8, along with Johansson, Mize, Jansen, and Nick Price. Well, he tried for that third PGA Championship. It just didn't happen. Phil Mickelson also ties for -8. Tie for 8th place with a -8. Tied for 14th, it was Joey Sindelar, Tom Lehman. There's Brisky, Russ Cochran. Really struggled at the end. Finishes -6, tied for 17th. Tom Watson, we had his -7 actually.
Yeah, I believe. I thought he had a 68 out there.
Yeah,
We'll double check that.
We'll double check that before you get back on that in just a second. But the bottom line is, Mark Brooks is the winner of PGA Championship 78.
And I really feel bad for Tom Watson. You can just see it in his face, hear it in his voice at that point in time. He really wanted this one.
All right, we'll have much more to come on the 19th hole. Stay with us. We still have 30 minutes to go right here on 32 for You.
Join the Disney Channel in September for a celebration of life with the world television premiere of The Lion King and 2 brand new series all about animals. It's the cable channel that gives you The Lion King and much more. The Disney Channel.
Get TKR's Disney Channel and get a free Lion King walk-off. Call 584-3500.
It's here!
This is the huge GE Profile 30 refrigerator. And since it's the largest refrigerator of its kind, you may wonder how it will fit in your kitchen. But while smart space designs like quick space shelves, huge freezer baskets, and deep door bins give you so much more space inside, you'll be astonished to find that it doesn't take up an inch more space outside. The GE Profile 30. It fits because it's only bigger on the inside.
At PNC Bank, we listened when our customers asked for more convenience, and we answered.
PNC Bank.
With PNC Bank Direct. Now you can use the phone to pay bills, get a loan or mortgage, and more.
I'd like to open a CD.
Bank by PC or visit our website or use an ATM. PNC Bank Direct lets you do all your banking 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, at home, in your office,
Or while you're driving.
Hello, Mr. Palmer.
Only one turns on the power like Fred Couples. Only one makes the impossible routine. Only one transforms iron into gold. Only one performs like this. Seville STS with the North Star system. A great performer creates a higher standard.
Visit your Cadillac dealers, the luxury leaders. For generations, your Ford dealers have contributed to their local communities with pride, knowing full well loyalty is a two-way street. We spend our days satisfying the needs of our customers while delivering service that's second to none. But we know that when the workday is done and it's time to go home, it's our families and the communities in which we live that bring us back to center and remind us who is really number one.
Welcome back to the 19th hole, where some people are celebrating Mark Brooks's win in PGA Championship 78, but there are an awful lot of disappointed Kentuckians tonight.
I think so. Russ Cochran obviously did not have it going all day long. He had a very bad drive off of one, bad drive on two.
Yes.
The pressure really got to Russ, but Kenny Perry almost overcame that and pulled out the win.
I mean, two guys took a huge shot at winning this championship for the home guys, and unfortunately it didn't quite work out. But a deserving champion in Mark Brooks to birdie 18 twice. That's pretty strong at the end with the kind of pressure that was going on out there. The pressure was tough on Russ and it was tough on Kenny, but they're very gutsy efforts over the 4 rounds. You really have to applaud their effort in this whole thing. We have to look at now at the leaderboard, the local leaderboard.
Yeah, that's why let's pop that up right now. You see Perry obviously came in second place there. Russ Cochran, 6 under par. After that, 77. Fuzzy Zeller, 2 under. Fuzzy never quite got it going. He was really up and down, according to him, pretty much from the get-go. First round through the 4th round. And Jim Gallagher Jr. out of Indianapolis finished at +1, never a factor in this tournament.
But the bottom line for Fuzzy, he was warm and fuzzy today. I mean, finishing tied for 36, there's nothing to be embarrassed about by any stretch of the imagination. Finishing -2 in a major championship. Take a look at the videotape. Fuzzy's game from tee to green has been a bit off, only because he has struggled with that, that sore index finger.
There was a lot of good things. There was a lot of bad things. A couple odd bounces here and there. A couple weird lies. I had a mixed bag of everything. Oh no, it was a pretty good week though. I mean, I shot under par here for the 72 holes. That's something, I guess you could say it's a positive.
You gonna rest for here for a couple weeks with the finger? You're gonna, I mean, what's this?
Oh, it's time to start fishing now. I got to start doing the fishing shows, and I'll be out next week fishing with the commissioner out in Colorado, fly fishing, doing a show there. Then I go to Portland to do the Fred Meyers Challenge with John Daly. Then I go from there to Seattle to do another fishing show with John Daly. Then I'll be home sometime, a couple weeks from there, whatever. But I'm going to play 2 more tournaments for the year.
Scratch.
Well, yeah, I don't like to brag on fishing. You know, fishing is, Christ, if they're biting, everybody's a scratch handicapper and that. But when they're not biting, that's when you find out how good you are, because you have to go make them bite.
Leave it to Fuzzy. He always leaves him laughing, huh?
I think he played extremely well. You know, that the ring finger on his right hand, the cartilage is being pulled away from the bone there every time he plays, and every round it makes it a little worse. The best thing he can do is rest. So for him to survive 2 practice rounds and 4 rounds of a major championship and finishing tied for 36, being under par, very nice showing by Fuzzy Zeller.
Yeah, he played well in the end, too. Finished up with a birdie on 18. That's what everyone wants to see. Fuzzy walking out the green smiling. Fuzzy leaves him smiling usually.
No doubt about that.
Okay, also another Indiana native to talk about, Jim Gallagher Jr. We mentioned he wasn't never really a factor in this one, couldn't quite get it going, finished the tournament +1. Now afterwards he was asked about making Valhalla a rotating site.
Well, it's got some good holes on it, but some of the greens are a little tough. But I mean, I didn't putt them very well, and they're tricky to putt. You don't hit a lot of drivers here. I mean, I hit drivers 7 times each day, so I don't hit a lot of drivers, but it's got some okay holes. As far as in a rotation, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I've played a lot of good golf courses in the country, and they've played some pretty good ones with some PGAs. And Wingfoot's, I've never played there, so I'm looking forward to that. But you know, as far as from a support reason, I mean, the people came out here, and if that's what we're looking for is support, they got it here.
It wouldn't bother you coming back here every few years?
More than every 2. I mean, like I said, some of the greens are a little bit severe, I think, in some places. And but if you drive it in the fairway, I've got the iron game to get it close. I just didn't putt them particularly well. If I putted halfway decent, I think I would have played a little bit better. But they do have some tough greens. If you do miss them, they're a little severe.
People that have the answer to that question about a rotating site are right behind us, the PGA officials. One of the many things that will be asked about Valhalla in the days to come here.
The over-under for the PGA Championship in Las Vegas was 12. The winning score, -11 in a playoff. Mark Brooks is the winner of PGA Championship 78. Kenny Perry lost in a playoff. When we come back in the 19th hole, we will hear from Kenny Perry and his reaction to playing so well but falling just short. Stay with us on the 19th.
way to bank.
PNC Bank.
Now you can pay bills, transfer balances, apply for a loan, all by phone. It's banking your way from PNC Bank. Now you can visit PNC Bank without leaving your desk. See how you can cut credit card costs, save on refinancing your mortgage, and more. It's all on our new website from PNC Bank Direct.
We've all faced it. We've all feared it. And yes, we've all missed it.
Ah, yes, the dreaded 3-foot putt. Hi, I'm Ted Schultz. And how long are you going to let fear and lack of confidence cause you to miss 3-foot putts? It's simply a matter of perception. I mean, now you can change anxiety to anticipation and doubt to confidence with my innovative, yip-free 3-foot putt confidence building system. Simply take the yip-free to the practice green with you and follow the steps that I've outlined here in my instruction manual. In minutes, you'll see how the yip-free confidence building system can change your perception of a 3-foot putt from this to this. The yip-free works for me, and I know it'll work for you too.
After using the Yip Free, you'll be as cool and confident over a 3-foot putt as Ted was winning the LA Open at Riviera. To order the Yip Free 3-foot putt confidence building system, simply call this number. For only $49.95 plus shipping and handling, you'll receive the 3 durable inserts that easily fit every regulation hole, plus Ted's step-by-step instruction manual. And as a bonus, you'll also receive Ted's insightful video, Anatomy of the 3-foot putt, in which Ted also demonstrates the use of the Yip Free system. All this for only $49.95 plus shipping and handling. So call now and order the Yip Free. Available in Canada.
Until now, the idea for every new washing machine has come out of every old washing machine. And you won't find any new ideas until you look into this amazing new GE washer. New ideas like the largest capacity tub you can buy to save up to 75 loads a year, our smoothest, quietest spin cycle, and even an enlarged opening for easy loading. Our new GE washer is the best we've ever made because it's just one good idea after another.
It was a marathon, 7 days, but PGA Championship 78 is complete. This is the last of 43.5 hours of programming, live from Valhalla, exclusively on 32 for you.
It's been a marathon, I tell you, but it's been a marathon that's been a lot of fun that we've been running. So
historic and memorable and an awful lot of fun. I certainly will never forget it, no doubt about that. It would have been just so much more special if, it was so close if he had not bogeyed 18.
I know it. I was out there for about 3 holes as he was coming down the stretch after he made a great save on 15. 16, basic par. 17, made a very good up and down there. He drove himself into trouble on 17. Then 18, it was just, the wheels really came off.
You think the pressure got to him at 18?
It may be. I mean, the snap hook of the drive, he never found the fairway, actually, on that hole. So something happened there. But afterwards, we talked with Mr. Perry about that great save on 15. Here he is.
Well, it was at a point in the round where I felt like I needed to go for it to try to keep my round going and try to win the golf tournament. I wasn't going to lay up, and I tried to take a 7-iron and punch it out of that heavy grass, and I almost pulled it off. The grass shut my club face down. I pulled it just a little further than I thought, and got a great lie and pitched it up there about 2 feet. Was able to make the putt, keep my rally going.
Kenny, you had a great round today. This last hole, does that damper it? Do you come away feeling good? You come away feeling bad? What's your?
Well, mixed emotions. I felt great for the way I played and the way I handled myself and the way I felt out there. But it's disappointing to lose it on a par 5. I could understand the hole that was very demanding, but I was so excited. I've never been in that position before, and I came up to 18 there, and I was just cruising, and I overswung the club, and I hit a pull hook off into trouble over there, and I hit a poor recovery shot, and I just never could recover. So, and then the second time in the playoff, I hit a good drive, and it just went through the fairway and stuff, and I seem like every time I get in heavy rough, I hit low lefts, and I'm just not very good at it. So,
Kenny, for a week you fed off.
This has been like, can you sum it up, this whole experience?
Well, it would have been the ultimate to win. That was my goal, was to win here in front of my home folks, but I gave it a valiant effort. I almost achieved everything I thought I could achieve, and just came up one playoff hole short. I mean, I'm sad, but I'm elated. I've got mixed emotions. It was a great day for me. I played tremendous the first 17 holes, and I hit one really poor shot on 18, and it cost me the tournament. But you know, at least I'm there. Maybe next time I'm in that situation, you know, maybe I'll hit a better shot, and hopefully I'll handle a little better.
For 3 days, you fed off the emotion of the crowd. At the end today, 18 in the playoff, did they make it more difficult for you?
No, it was fantastic. I mean, everybody's rooting for me and pulling for me. I just wish I could have hit a better shot for him, you know, and got the momentum on my side. But, you know, Mark hit a terrific drive and a good little forward on the green, and he played the hole beautifully, and I hacked it up. So, you know, that's golf. You know, we all play it, and we all hit that one shot we wish we could have back, and that's one that'll stick in my mind for a long time.
What were you thinking?
You know, it's tough. Having played competitive athletics on a fairly high level, I know how tough it is to really keep your emotions under check, really just kind of stay smooth and stay chilly. But I'll tell you what, it's been a great week for Kenny Perry.
Absolutely. I remember when we shot the 18 holes of Valhalla, I'm standing in the fairway with Tony Pancake. He was talking about, can you imagine being here on Sunday afternoon, going for the green and two, 30,000 people up there? I thought of that when I saw what was going on with Perry today. That's really, I mean, a lot of pressure. And I mean, we cannot fault him at all for just a marvelous effort. Just fell an ounce short.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, coming up next, we have much more in the 19th hole. We're going to be hearing from Mark Brooks shortly. The rain is beginning to fall at Valhalla, but it was timed perfectly. The 78th PGA Championship is complete, and we'll be back. Stay with us.
Buick announces America's best closeout. Start with $2,000 cash off on Buick's personal luxury masterpiece, Riviera. $1,000 cash off on the sizzling midsize Regal. Century, take $1,500 cash and drive it away. America's best closeout, up to $2,000 cash off after dealer discounts, after your best deal. Get into your Kentucky and Southern Indiana Buick dealer. Wouldn't you really rather have a Buick?
Money is supposed to earn money. But today, finding the right balance of investments that will do it takes a real professional. No one knows that better than Hilliard Lyons, because our goal is to help you build wealth, to help you achieve your own personal goals. And no, you don't have to be wealthy to begin with. Call us or stop by, and let's talk about ways to make your money grow. Hilliard Lyons, our best investment is you.
What do you look for when you need insurance? Price, service, financial strength? Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance has all of these. Our A++ rating based on financial strength is received by only 4% of all insurance companies. With offices in every county, you'll receive fast, friendly service. And with our multi-policy discount, you get the best price for your insurance dollar. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. All around coverage, all around Kentucky.
With our new Best Loan Loan, we'll beat any loan package in town. Or we'll give you a checking account free for 1 year. Call now. Great Financial Bank. It's that simple. Honest. Call for our Best Loan Loan and you'll get your answer so fast you won't know what hit you. Call now. Great Financial Bank. It's that simple.
There's more to this morning.
Now there is more on 32 for you this morning. More local news with Shannon Horry and Joe Orlando. More Super Doppler 32 weather. More eye in the sky traffic updates. Plus CBS News from across America. Start your day with Kentuckiana's newest morning show. And see why.
There's more this morning.
32 for you this morning. Weekdays starting at 5:30 a.m. on 32 for you.
Well, welcome back to the 19th hole, or I should say the 19th monsoon hole. I mean, unbelievable. This stuff started pouring in here. We're getting rained on.
Yeah, speaking of a babbling brook, we've got one behind us and then some, but the bottom line is Brooks was a marked man today, and Mark Brooks won the 78th PGA Championship. Here's what he had to say after it was all over.
It feels good. It's kind of a tough way to finish, you know, for Kenny. A lot of guys had a good chance, and I'm just, again, very, very fortunate to come out on top. And they gave me an opportunity to, you know, make a four on the last hole, and fortunately I did. And playoff turned out to made that two-putt a little easier. I think it would have been a lot tougher two-putt had he made 4 or 5. Good golf this week. I made a ton of birdies for the week, and a bunch of others. And I don't know, probably the key to my week was not making a double. And I got up and down 4 or 5 times from off the green for bogeys. And I was just in a mode. I was making either birdie or bogey and occasional par, and it turned out to be an important part of not having doubles.
So 34-year-old Mark Brooks of Fort Worth, Texas, is the 78th PGA champion.
You know, one guy who would have liked to have been there with Brooks, standing on that podium, the focus of all that media attention is Russ Cochran. John, you spoke to his family today. How they take everything?
Well, I'll tell you what, Russ Cochran is not in the top 100 rankings. He's been cut in over half of the PGA Tour events he's entered in this year. So for a former UK golfer to come into today 2 strokes up is a miracle. But as I found out today, Russ Cochran's rough day came after a rough night. But hey, it was fun while it lasted. For one day, he's as big in the bluegrass as Rick Pitino.
From Paducah, Kentucky, please welcome Russ Cochran.
He cannot do this. But he can do this. And like his alma mater, he can shoot the 3. In a year when UK wins a national basketball championship, former UK golfer Russ Cochran comes to the final round leading the PGA Championship.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I've had a dream week so far, so
Liking these conditions?
Just get to play. I'm a little worried about the firmness of the greens, but I think...
But the dream week turned into a nightmare. Cochran's 4-year-old daughter woke up vomiting in their hotel room. Cochran's son says mom was about to cry as she stayed behind after a rough night.
He didn't really sleep that good last night. I mean, he slept all right, but just had to have like a sleep pill.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Russ Cochran has been cut 10 of the 15 times he's come to the PGA Championship, and he had to return to qualifying school 9 months ago to retain his PGA card. So how did he get into this position?
The round he had yesterday, I think, is a course record, and he couldn't miss anything.
Great golfer. Not one to brag about his golf, but to play a great game.
He doesn't, show off or anything like that. He's down to earth, he's friendly. He's a UK person.
The UK person draws out the proud big blue hats on a course that was ruled by shark hats.
Well, I wouldn't have a shark hat on, You're
going to go with the UK blue.
Right. We're pulling for Russ.
I'm hoping Kentucky boy will win it.
I guess that makes 2 of us.
Have you been going around saying, yeah, that's my brother out there?
No, I don't do that.
I'd be bragging.
No, I'll brag tomorrow if he plays good. I'll do that.
So, don't underestimate the factors that happened last night. If you got kids, you know what I'm talking about. Your daughter wakes up sick, your wife is near tears, you got to leave them behind, you can't sleep. All that's a factor.
Oh, no question about that, John.
Yeah, no doubt. We're getting wet. We're going to move on.
It may be raining, but it's not raining on Valhalla's parade. The PGA Championship's coming back to Valhalla. More on that in a few seconds on the 19th hole. Stay with us.
Look at this.
When you achieve your dream of owning your own business, protect it with the best. That's right, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Who better to trust with your small business than Kentucky's largest domestic property and casualty insurance company? Kentucky Farm Bureau understands the insurance needs of small businesses. It's just good business sense to insure with Kentucky's best. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. All-around coverage, all around Kentucky.
What makes you comfortable? Is it as simple as the twist of a thermostat? Or is it the peace of mind that comes with getting your money's worth? At LG&E, we know that it's both. And that's why you feel the benefits of one of the lowest energy costs in the country. A fact that brings more than a little comfort to a whole lot of people. LG&E, our energies go to serving you.
Pick up on a whole new way to bank.
PNC Bank.
Now you can pay bills, transfer balances, apply for a loan, all by phone. It's banking your way from PNC Bank. Now you can visit PNC Bank without leaving your desk. See how you can cut credit card costs, save on refinancing your mortgage, and more. It's all on our new website from PNC Bank Direct.
Only one turns on the power like Fred Couples. Only one makes the impossible routine. Only one transforms iron into gold. Only one performs like this. Seville STS with the North Star system. A great performer creates a higher standard.
Visit your Cadillac dealers, the luxury leaders.
Welcome back to the 19th hole. Huge news at Valhalla tonight. In the moment the championship was official, the head of the PGA of America, Jim Autry, said, yes, the PGA championship is returning to Valhalla. The year, 2000.
All right.
Congratulations, Louisville. You've earned it. 30,000 people a day all week long. Great hospitality, great golf course. You guys have earned it.
Yep, great way to start off the turn of the century. This is the last day of Valhalla right here now. Fred, you know, the fans really don't want everything to end. Lori Lyle has more.
Oh, awesome. Just have been out here every day and going to have depression come Monday.
2 years of nonstop planning, 7 days of championship action. The fans are impressed.
I think it's fantastic. It's, you know, the shape they have it in, it's unbelievable, you know, that the greens are so just manicured. Everything's just perfect.
The mounds and everything so that you can see the tournament, see the greens, see the tees. I mean, it's all set up really great.
Like many who have walked these tournament paths, Jim Quisenberry has been here every day. He says this is the best thing that's come to Louisville in a long time.
I told my wife on the way out here I could do this every day. Either this or play, one of the two.
Jim now has a system. He knows the course and can easily follow his favorite players. That knowledge will prove very valuable should the PGA tournament return. I have an idea we'd see a lot of the same faces in the crowd.
Oh, yeah, we'll be here.
Definitely. Definitely. On day 4 of the tournament, the Dukes know to bring chairs. Okay, this is it, last day of the tournament. We've done a lot of walking, we've done a lot of watching, and some of us have even done a lot of hounding. Autograph hounding, that is. Never mind the sign. The success of the tournament to these guys can be gauged by the number of autographs.
I've got everybody just about except for Phil Mickelson. I need him bad. I got Greg Norman right there.
You're still looking for who?
Corey Pavin.
That's a pretty good looking hat. How much do you think that's worth?
I don't know.
You just sell it?
No.
I almost had him pinned to 300. He changed his mind. Lori Lyle, 32 for you.
All right. Thanks a lot, Lori. This is not a one-shot deal, though, however.
No, and indeed, we're going to get it back in the year 2000. Moments ago, Dwight Game, the developer of Valhalla and the principal owner, the entire 10-year history of the place, just was getting the word from Jim Autry, the head of the PGA. Yes, Dwight, you're getting the PGA back in the year 2000. Here's the videotape of what happened.
We ran that lightning, got us, we couldn't wait. I'm sorry, and I was looking around for you.
Right.
We thought it,
as long as it happened, that's all.
We thought it only appropriate that the gallery have an opportunity to know before they headed back.
I think they should. And how about, did you tell them about the Ryder Cup?
What Ryder Cup? Actually, we are bringing the riders back.
I believe you, too. You're talking that way. So, oh, man, Jim, it turned out good.
So congratulations, Valhalla. Congratulations, Louisville. Back with more in a second. Stay with us.
With our new Best Loan Loan, we'll beat any loan package in town. Or we'll give you a checking account free for 1 year. Call now. Great Financial Bank. It's that simple. Honest. Thinking about a loan any hour of the day or night? Call toll-free anytime and ask about our Best Loan Loan. Call now, or late tonight, or before breakfast tomorrow. Great Financial Bank. It's that simple.
For generations, your Ford dealers have contributed to their local communities with pride, knowing full well loyalty is a two-way street. We spend our days satisfying the needs of our customers while delivering service that's second to none. But we know that when the workday is done and it's time to go home, it's our families and the communities in which we live that bring us back to center and remind us who is really number one.
Think about it. You know what you need to go back to school. Cool shoes, clothes that don't make you look like a dweeb, and a book bag to hide your headphones in. You can get all that stuff now at Allied Sporting Goods Back to School sale. Allied has a gazillion shoes in all the hottest styles, a ton of non-dweeb clothing, and just the right book bag to hold your most important stuff. All at prices that make your folks smile like a straight A report card. For back to school, think cool, think hot, think Allied, or just sit there like a veg.
Hours of live programming out of Valhalla. I'd like to do it again, and I get the feeling we're probably going to get to do it again.
That's right. We're stuck out here until the year 2000. We'll see you then. No, just kidding.
There have been a ton of special moments out here in the last 7 days, really for the last couple of months. We've been living out here getting ready for this tournament, but now tonight it is complete.
Yeah, a lot of special moments. Photographer Scott Eckhart captured
Softly. Softly.
There you see the champion. It's been real. It's been fun.
It's been an awful lot of fun, and we have 8 billion people to thank, especially you guys sitting out there. But watch these names. They helped us be on the air for 43 and a half hours, and we think the world of them. And for all of us at Channel 32 and 32 for You, thanks for joining us all week long, and we'll see you in the year 2000 at the PGA Championship. See you later.
Take it easy.
Hey, let's do something with this Yoo-hoo name.
I got it. Little Bo Peep.
Who lost her sheep.
Kept calling Yoo-hoo, Yoo-hoo.
I don't know about the sheep thing, but
Yeah.
a cow. A yellow and blue cow that goes Yoo-hoo instead of moo-hoo.
It's very weird.
Thank you.
Hey, listen, what are we trying so hard to be different for? Nothing else looks like it, sounds like it.
Or tastes like it. Just
Right.
one chug of that outrageous chocolate taste, and you won't be asking for any other name.
So let's show it. Let's show it. Let's show it.
It's unique.
It's chocolatey.
There's nothing like it. It's Yoo-hoo. Think it's a little flashy?